hazard communication training video. OSHA stands for Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Today we're going to explore your responsibilities as a food service employer. Today we have two employers. We have Danny. She isn't the best employer. Sometimes she forgets about her workers' right to know and uses unlabeled chemicals. Then we have John. He's a great employer. He follows the OSHA standards and always provides his employees with material safety data sheets. Now let's walk through some realistic scenarios. Where do you keep your material safety sheets, also known as MSDS? First, let's see how John, the good employer, handles it. He keeps his MSDS sheets in an easy-to-access place that all his employees can find. Oh, look now. One of his employees is asking him a question.
Hey, John, join me. I'm going to work with this potentially dangerous chemicals. Can I do the MSDS for this?
Absolutely. I care about your safety. See, little Cassandra, I love to keep the MSDs where everyone can find it. Because not only does that follow OSHA standards, but because you are an important part of this company.
See how the bad employer, Danny, handles the situation.
I'm going to work with this potentially dangerous chemicals. Can I do the MSDS for this?
Sorry, it's locked away. We're too busy for that.
But OSHA's guidelines says that it will be in a place that everyone can be access to it.
OSHA, smosha. This is a capitalist country. I don't have to follow no government regulations. Go back to the basement.
Tisk, tisk. This isn't the way to handle things. Little does Danny know, but if she fails to provide her employee with the MSDS within 1 day, her business can be investigated. Beyond that, if one of her employees wanted a copy for personal use, she would have to provide one within 15 days. Now I wonder who knows what information is provided on an MSDS sheet. Let's see if John...
Well, since I truly care about my employees, I know all the information that is supposed to be on my MSD sheet provided to me by the chemical manufacturer. The things that must be on the MSDs are product or chemical identity used on the label, manufacturer's name and address, chemical and common names of each hazardous ingredient, name, address, and phone number for hazard and emergency information, preparation or revision date, the hazardous chemicals, physical and chemical characteristics, such as vapor pressure and flash points, physical hazards, including the potential for fire, explosion, and reactivity, instability, known health hazards, OSHA permissible exposure limit, ACGIH threshold limit value, or other exposure limits. Emergency and first aid procedures, whether OSHA, NTP, or IARC lists the ingredient as a carcinogen, precautions for safe handling and use, control measures such as engineering controls, work practices, hygienic practices, and personal protective equipment required, primary routes of entry, procedures for spills, leaks, and cleanup. And yep, I think that's...
Man, oh man, you know that's so good, as if the list is right in front of you. I'm impressed, John. Now let's see what Danny knows.
Oh, those OSHA sheets that the chemical manufacturer gave me? About that. Listen, this isn't what I signed up for. You know what? I don't need to answer your communist questions. This is America. I don't need to do that.
Well, I think I have one final test for these employers. Let's see if they know their employees' rights. Hey, John. What do you know about your employees' rights?
Well, I agree strongly with the rights that OSHA grants employees, which gives employees the right to receive training in a language they understand about workplace safety and proper procedures, for taking care of chemicals, and to observe testing that is done to find hazards and get test results, and to see the records of injuries and illnesses in a workplace and to get copies of their medical records, and to request an OSHA inspection of their workplace and to use their rights without having to worry about discrimination, because discrimination is wrong.
Well, Danny, what do you know about your employees' rights?
What he said. But you know what, guys? I think I've been doing this wrong. Starting to figure out that OSHA is really important. That employees need to know about the chemicals they are handling. They need to know about potential workplace hazards. It is their right as an employee. Goodness me, OSHA man, you have shown me the errors of my ways. I need to start being an employer that really cares about their employees' safety.
Well, that's good to hear, Danny. We love to hear that OSHA is making a difference for people around the USA. Well, folks, that's all we have for you tonight. And remember, taking care of your employees. We all do.
We are two mariners, our ship's sole survivors, in this belly of a whale. Its ribs are ceiling beams, its guts are carpeting.